Not really getting taken no more. I've been finding temptations, my Lord. I'm looking on the rest. I said, Lord, help me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Bills going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and to the newly renovated Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Gurley again here on 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific covers where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Again, it's Howard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Let's go. 38.
Operating from the gun. Powell, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On first down, Love. Nifty move. And some room to maneuver. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play here for the Bills. 57 yards. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now it's Murray to kick this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Throwing on first down. Powell. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Back to throw. Powell. It's caught. Stills right side. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Looking to throw on second down. Powell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On first and 10. Powell. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on second down. Powell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Give him 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. They come up in an offset eye. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And Frank's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Again they run with Gurley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
From the gun on third down, Luck. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arm saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, these guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
To throw on second down is Luck. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Off of play action, Luck. Being chased out left. Now he'll let this, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 36 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down. On
the run. It's Pumphrey. Oh, good move. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll fake it. Now Locke. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Now the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Now it's Murray to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Powell. And caught. Right side. Green. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Man 38. Man 38.
On first down, Powell. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll look to throw again. And able to find Green. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Powell. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. First down, they run with Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, the Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. We got 3. Check 26, check 26.
From the gun, Powell. It's complete to Grant. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Come on, let's go. 190. 52. Black round. Black round.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Another carry now for Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 40, the 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right?
Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Tanner Vallejo from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. This is Howard on second down. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. We know know, this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Here we go.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Powell. It's complete. Stills. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Come on, let's go.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Looking to throw. Powell. And Stills over the middle. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, well, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up. Not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Landry. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So now here come the Dolphins. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Powell. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Let's go. What? Nine. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go, Stans. Make some noise. Ohio. Ohio.
To throw on 3rd down. Powell. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Man 38. Ohio. Ohio. Check.
Operating from the gun. Powell. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Come on, let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Powell. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Powell. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Love. And now running right through him. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, here's Luck. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first, they go right back to Howard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Howell. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Powell. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go. 1, 9, 52. 52 to light.
Little motion now from the tight end.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Jordan Howard unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Now a first down throw. Locke. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Now Gurley, handoff left. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for low.